So for whatever reason, I am not giving up on this project, mainly because I just want it to work, and I feel like it's a simple solution if I can just get it done. So I went ahead and I tore the entire dash out, so I could get to here, and basically behind here replace this block. The wires, thankfully, were not, this is totally fine. There's nothing that's melting back here. This controller and everything else seems like it's good. I'm going to take a picture of it and see if I can get a unit to replace it. But everything else is working as should be, all from this location. So it's got me going back to, there's got to be something with like the blend door actuator that's not working properly. But like even the fan switch or whatever was not melted, or it was a little old looking, but it wasn't anything that was super crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of the actual cool to warm unit, because maybe that's got part of it happening to where it's not controlling what it needs to, but maybe I can get that part. Pulling the whole dash out, surprisingly, is really not that difficult. As you can see, I just did it, but it only took me a couple minutes. So, but I'm going to put it back together because, again, I think I'm going to have to order a part, and we'll see if it actually fixes it, or I tear everything apart again, fix something else, and we'll just keep tracing it down. Who knows? Maybe it literally was the blend door actuator and I just got a bad one in the mail or something when I replaced that last time, but we'll see. All right, believe it or not, I'm headed back to O'Reilly, and this is probably going to be one of the longest videos of trying to trace down a problem, hopefully. But I got my wingman with me.
I did her in the car because I'm coming with him. This is my first time being in O'Reilly's.
That's right. Usually when I go to O'Reilly, he and everybody else in the family ends up staying in the car because I run in for real quick to grab something. So I believe what I'm tracking down now is the low pressure switch, because I saw this hack somebody else did. One way to figure out if your AC compressor is not coming on at all is to jumper it real quick with a paper clip, and if it comes on, it's probably your low pressure switch is faulty. So I jumpered it, AC compressor came on immediately. Great. Plugged it back in, and the AC compressor is coming on and off, on and off, on and off, just real quick or whatever, and it's not cooling the cab down. So we're gonna go track down a low pressure switch from O'Reilly, and then we also need to grab some pig food for Abby and the pigs. So it's early in the morning. It's O'Reilly just opened, so we're gonna go get hopefully the last part we need, and yeah, hopefully it's the last part we need. All right, so this is it. As simple and as easy as that looks. So we're gonna put it on real fast and hope and pray that this is the link that's been failing us. All right, so this thing is tucked way up in here, so it's a little hard to get to, but I already loosened it just a little bit, and yeah, we'll just back it out, and again, hopefully this is the answer to our problems. And yeah, we'll see, but that looks the exact same, which is good. This pins just look kind of nasty and corroded, so maybe it's just, all right, put this one on. If it was this the whole time and that's all I had to do, that would be potentially frustrating. But at the same time, I've learned more about the bus now because of it. So can I really be that mad? Well, I'll just tell you I'm not going to be that mad. I enjoy learning about things and want to make sure that I know what I'm doing when it counts. So this may not be the full solution, because I still got the ended up snagging a fan or a blower motor
thing as well, specifically because I think my blower motor switch is going out anyway. So, like I said, learn something new every day. That's now on. Sweet. All right, so put the battery back in, and we'll fire up and see if it works. And again, I'm gonna be so happy if it does. And if it doesn't, well, this is be fix number 3 or 4 of the things we've tried to get the AC back running again. So.
I will say this, it seems like it's starting up way easier now. Some of that's probably because the weather's a lot more favorable. The bus does not like cold weather. But I kind of wonder too if that pressure switch, or if the vacuum pump is what is actually helping pump oil and stuff like that to get it to the engine, and maybe that's what was having such difficulty when it was getting started, was it would turn over and the pump just wasn't creating enough pressure to do it. I don't know. But all right, now's the time for the moment of truth. Well, it might just be me, but it definitely feels like it's getting colder. So, I mean, and I know like when it's chillier in the mornings or whatever, it definitely feels like it's blowing cold air out. So I think the AC compressor is turning on and off the way that was before, after I did the little jumper thing. But it immediately started doing it right away. So, I don't know, maybe the way that AC was explained to me was it's not trying to be like put out 60-degree heat as much as it's just trying to be 20 degrees colder than what the ambient temperature is. So, I mean, it definitely feels colder. I wonder if it switched with our vent stuff, if I've got heat. That would be wild if I did. If all of a sudden the heat started working. Because before, and this was wild, when the heater wasn't working before, when the AC wasn't working before, it was because the blend door actuator wasn't actually switching anything around. And what had happened was, like, it was just blowing hot, like straight off the engine exhaust air. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the heat's coming back yet. But the AC definitely feels cooler. It's not great or perfect. So yeah, I'll just have to figure out what's going on with that. But it is definitely working better than it was, and that was a really simple fix. So next thing I gotta do, and again, I don't know if I'm gonna get to this before the trip or not, but got this little, come on. We got this switch that we got to swap out, the fan right here, because it's high, lowish, barely nothing, and like straight up nothing. So the one thing that I've been told is basically this switch allows you to make sure that stuff actually works the way that's supposed to. So I'm gonna pull the dash at some point in time. Maybe it'll be on the trip or whatever, but at least I have the part that I can go ahead and swap it out with. And then while I'm back there, we're gonna see whether or not I can pull the hot cold knob out and see what's going on with that. So one step at a time.